We're not fucking stopping, my friends. Are you ready? The Gillette ad. This one's gonna be fucking good. Do we all want to take a moment to look at the Gillette ad first? Let's actually, hold on. Because we're like a month or two out from the drama. Let's look at this, okay? Listen, I want all of us to be the best reactionaries we can be right now, okay? I want us to look at this video, and I want us to get as angry as we can over its contents, all right? Let's just watch this video and simmer with fucking rage at the misandry being posited here. Are you ready? Okay, let's watch it. Let's watch it. So, okay, so if you're a reasonable human being, obviously this ad is literally just like, hey, you know, there are some problems holding men back, some aspects of toxic masculinity, maybe we should, like, not do that shit, we can be better, we are better, we can be strong, we are strong, let's all do better. And people got mad as fuck. The funny thing is that if a video like this came out about the black community, conservatives would be jerking themselves fucking raw about it. Are you fucking kidding me? How often are conservatives like, we need black people addressing the problems in the black community? If there was a fucking video and it was like, you can do better, and it's like kind of like a skinny black dude with the pants hanging low, and he's like got the gun, it's like, no, you can do better, get a job. Like, if they applied this, because again, like, they'll say like, oh, the black community needs this because they commit a disproportionate amount of crime. Do you know who really commits a disproportional amount of crime? Men, by like an unbelievable fucking majority. We don't talk about this because we kind of just accept the idea that men are like the violent ones, but that's not fucking true. That doesn't need to be the case. There might be slight increases in broader like tendencies towards aggression due to testosterone levels, but to account for the fact that men commit like 10 times the fucking violent crimes that women do or some shit. So if you're just gonna look at like which a demographic constituent member of American society needs the video telling them to shape up, it's not the fucking black community, it's the male community. And they showed white men and they showed black men being shitty. They was not just like, ooh, white men bad, but then the black man showed up and he's like, I'm gonna show you how masculinity's done. That didn't fucking happen. It was men of all color, of all creed. Fucking Terry Crews is cool as fuck. He's got a huge neck and kind of a shiny face. Like, yeah, we love Terry Crews. Just, again, if you believe that the fucking black community should like look after itself and maybe promote well-being within its demographic constituency, I agree with you, okay? And I think it could be done with stuff like this. This isn't about the black community, mind you, this is about men. But this approach, this like, hey, we can do better. This is the example we need to set for our children. This is a cool thing to do. Obviously, Gillette did it because it makes them money. I'm not denying that. I'm not saying that like they're super fucking rad woke or anything like that. But altogether, I think that this Gillette commercial was a well put together short film. And broadly speaking, I think the message posited here is, you know, a good one. So guess who won't buy your overpriced razor now? And they're so triggered. Look, John Anonymous with anonymous misspelled and the fucking troll face as the profile icon, like it's 2007. Yeah. So yeah, like if you're mad about this ad, you have to be a fucking idiot. So Hunter Avallone is mad about this ad. Let's get into it, Hunter Avallone. That's not really a good optic to say men's crime rates are a concern because the same counter-argument applies black crime rates would apply to men as well. Men's crime being over-visualized, for example. Yeah, but men's crime isn't... The reason why men commit more crime, you can't extend that to socioeconomic factors due to oppression the same way you can with black people. If you talk about black crime, I can talk about redlining, I can talk about disproportional policing, I can talk about harsher sentences from judge, I can talk to you about lack of financial opportunity in the areas that black people tend to live, I can talk to you about inner city culture. There are so many things that I can do to explain why the problems that the black people, that the black community in America experiences and commits are part of like a larger oppressive subsystem. But in the case with like men, absolutely there are social factors, but are they oppressive social factors? Is there a dominant group of people holding men down under the heel of their fucking stiletto? No, of course not. So the arguments made in that case are much weaker, the ones made to defend men, than the ones that can be used to defend the black community. All right, let's fucking do this. I like, by the way, how the way he's thrown his fucking shaving cream onto this little baby face he's got going on. I like how this is not how shaving cream ever looks on a freshly shaved face. You're supposed to, like, put it all on, and then there are lines where in between the razor blade, the excess foam got pushed. He just smeared some fucking shaving cream on his face, and it went to town because he's never needed to shave before.
I'm a feminist-loving, fascist-fighting, soy-drinking beta male.
We got him. Wait, I'm gonna try and do it again. Hold on. Wait, I want to try. Hold on. Shh. Come on. I just want to do it once.
I thought I had it all together, but I was led astray. The day you walked away, you were the clock.
Oh, hello.
That was ticking.
I'm a feminist-loving, fascist-fighting, soy-drinking beta male.
Got him.
Like the weather, went from clear to gray. All that time and day. How can I go on?
Okay. You have to admit I nailed the timing on that. That was like literally that was the perfect timing.
So in other words, I'm a virgin, and that's why I use Gillette.
Wasn't there a study shown that people who have like left-leaning values not only have more sex than people who have right-leaning values, but also tend to have better sex? I don't have the source for that on hand. I remember reading it a few years ago, so I'm not going to cite that like it's gospel, but I'm pretty sure I've read that.
It's the best a virgin can get.
Oh man, he looks even more like a kid from this angle. Oh, a gormless.
Cover me in soy BB.
Absolutely. I drink so much fucking soy. When I'm pumping off ropes, it's just the soy plant. Basically. It's like somebody dipped it in milk. Thank you so much for the $5. I love you. Personally. Look at how he shaved. Like, this is so fucking fake. Guys, look, I didn't always have this beard. I used to shave, okay? He's like... What? Like, he's not even like... He's not like you dig your hand in and you like get the skin you draw on under. He's not doing any of that stuff. Did his dad never teach him how to shave? Does he not have a dad? Oh, God. Hunter. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Ah. We found an excuse to cross-dress again, boys.
You want to hear a joke about my vagina? What's about...
We found another excuse.
Everybody, it's Hunter Avallone here, and yes, I know, I'm late.
We have a reactionary in chat who wants to talk. No, I'm sorry. We're on the fucking Hunter Avallone train until I get at least 3 videos done. He called me out on Twitter and asked him to do his newer, more mature videos, and that is exactly what the fuck we are doing today.
To the party. But imagine you invite a hot girl to a party. Better she
Okay.
shows up late than not at all.
Okay.
Today, I am that hot girl. And I just...
Hunter, you're a piece of shit, but if you want to come out, I'm not gonna make fun of you. If you're if you come out, I'm not gonna make fun of you for that. I'll make fun of you for everything else, but I'm not gonna make fun of you for that. Can't you just be who you want to be?
Just realized I'm being extremely objectifying towards women, and I should probably go cut my wrists with a Gillette razor. Now,
What?
even though I'm sure most of you have heard about this entire Gillette debacle by now, I will go ahead and give you all a brief rundown because I'm pretty sure some homeschoolers follow me. Gillette is a shaving company. They once made good commercials depicting men in positive ways, such as being good fathers, strong leaders, and athletic and successful. But now it's
the same, showing men being leaders, standing up for one another, being better, moving forward. They're still doing that. It was still an overwhelmingly positive commercial. Can you imagine if the Gillette ad was actually the things they said it is? Like if it was actually an ad just being like, men are terrible. And then a bunch of like black women with shaved heads and big hoop earrings come in and they start raising the boys. And the boy's like, I want to play with the fire truck. And then the black lady's like, no, you don't. And smacks him. Here. And then fucking throws a fucking anal beads at him or something. Play with that. If that, like, that, I'm pretty sure that's what they, in their mind's eye, when they remember the video, that's what they remember. What if the video was actually like that? What kind of reality would we be living in?
Current year. And if you aren't bashing men, well, you're probably an evil sexist inspired by Harvey Weinstein. So Gillette sat down, they thought about it, and they decided they were sick and tired of men raping people. So
Okay. Is that bad? Yeah, I mean, okay. Imagine a corporation going like, hey, do you think we could use our platform to in some way, like, you know, discourage people from raping? And then getting mad at that.
Gillette decided to rape the entire image of men by depicting us as these horrible, evil monsters.
God, fuck, conservatives are the whiniest snowflakes. Holy shit. As many jokes as they make about fucking SJWs being thin-skinned little snowflake bitches, they get offended so goddamn easily. Holy shit, it's incredible. How could anyone watch that ad and think it was demonizing men? It's actually fucking beyond me.
Now we will get to the Gillette ad in just a moment, but first, this video is sponsored by Vincero. Vincero creates compelling luxury time on their website. I personally love my Vincero quality feel, plus
Jesus Christ.
it stands out, super classy, and use promo your new wall. Dive in to this epic cringe.
Okay.
Know the backstory.
Oh no, did he just say epic cringe? Oh God, please, no. Don't make it that easy for me, Hunter.
So let's dive in to this epic cringe.
Oof.
Bullying.
Oh, we're gonna rewatch it? Okay, sure, why not?
Me Too movement against sexual
Toxic
harassment.
masculinity.
Okay, I get this is supposed to be dramatic and all, but why do all these guys look constipated? Like, if you switched up the narration, it totally works. Is going to the bathroom a stressful experience?
They don't look... This is so weak.
It
Look at their
totally works.
faces.
Is going to the bathroom
That guy looks reflective. He doesn't look like he's struggling physically. This guy doesn't look like he's struggling with anything at all. If anything, he looks kind of glass-eyed, you know?
experience for you?
He just looks old. He blinks. He does not... Laugh track, yeah. Ha, poop.
Kidding aside, what a fantastic way to start your ad. Men looking in the mirror, filled with self-reflection and guilt for the actions of other men, all while playing...
Wait, why is it implied that it's other men? What if it's them? What if they're reflecting on their behavior in the past? All of those are like older dudes. They've lived a life, you know?
news footage of the horrible things men are responsible for.
Also, they're not the ones listening to that news footage. You realize that, right? It's playing for us. Like, they can't hear it in the story. They're just looking in the mirror. We hear it so that we can sort of get look into their mindset. We hear the radio to imagine the things that are going in on their mind. They can't hear it. They're not listening to it.
If only more men pranced around in tutus, we would never have a war again.
Hunter, do you need to tell me something? Bunny Mewtwo, how are you enjoying all of this, by the way?
Is this the best a man can get?
I'm gonna be real for a second here. Honestly, no. My sandwiches are mediocre at best.
Making a woman makes me the sandwich joke in 2019. Oh, man.
Is it? We can't hide from it.
So we see a kid running from some other kids as a symbol of bullying, and then we see a kid hugging his mom while bullies text him mean things. First of all, I
Yeah, okay, yeah.
gotta ask, how did they get your number, kid? I think this boy needs a lesson on who not to give his number to.
Hunter, you're younger than me. You can't be a boomer. I'm a boomer. You're the zoomer. Not only is it really easy to get a hold of people's numbers if they're the target of bullying, but there are other social media apps where it's really easy to find people through interconnected sites like Facebook and WhatsApp and Snapchat and Twitter, though I don't think that kid was getting DM'd on Twitter. Hunter, that was a really stupid point.
You know that big, mean, scary bully who chases you around during recess? Yeah, when he says, "Hey kid, give me your number. I want to add you on Fortnite." Don't do it, or else he'll text you, "Sissy." Meaner words have never been spoken.
Okay.
All kidding aside, bullying is no joke, and it's
Bullying is no joke, he said after repeatedly making fun of bullying. Literally saying, like, hey, kid, I've been called worse than a sissy, man up. Like, bullying's no joke. He does this a lot. He'll in the videos, he'll, like, say shit that indicates, like, detest for a subject or for a group of people, and then they'll be like, but all jokes aside, I don't hate this. But he does this every fucking time. Trans joke, haha, attack helicopter. Now, all jokes aside, I don't hate the LGBT community. But, like he does this every single fucking time.
really unfortunate that so many boys and girls have been bullied at one point in their life. But I can tell you right now, Gillette, you're not going to solve bullying by
They don't need to solve bullying. What? Again, moving the fucking goalposts. Gillette isn't trying to solve bullying here.
bashing men and perpetuating this insane notion of toxic masculinity.
I would struggle to interpret the Gillette ad as bashing men in any way, shape, or form. And what does he mean, this insane narrative of toxic masculinity? If I pinned Hunter down in, like, a conversation, if I could live stream debate Hunter, I could be like, so you think there are no negative aspects to toxic, like, to masculinity? Like, there's nothing about it that's toxic. And then he'd go like, no, stupid libtard. And then I could respond with, okay, what about men being encouraged to not share their feelings? It's been shown pretty concretely in research that men's propensity to sort of bottle their feelings up leads to a higher rate of suicide. Do you care about the fact that men's suicide rate is so much higher than women's? And then he would have no fucking out. But that's not toxic masculinity. He might say that's just a thing men do that's toxic. And then I would just look at him and I'd do like this with the hand gesture, you know, like finish the thought. I don't.
Personally, I think that if you teach kids to grow a thicker skin, but also be ready and willing to defend themselves if necessary, you will greatly reduce bullying.
Okay. Yeah. Teach your kids to be strong, teach them to defend themselves, and also try to discourage bullying from happening in the first place. Are these things mutually exclusive? We can be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't bully, maybe we shouldn't justify bullying by saying boys will be boys. And then we can also teach our kids to have high self-esteem and be strong and stuff. Is that cool? Can we do that? I can do that.
And lastly, stop with this biased depiction that it's only men who bully.
Gillette's is a men's company. Their logo has been the best a man can get. They are not saying that only men bully. They are just talking about men. God, fuck. It's so easy to get offended as a conservative.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long.
Okay, so this is the best example they can find of sexual harassment?
They're not giving the best examples they could find because the best examples they could find would probably be like studies on sexual harassment. Like, they're not trying to provide evidence, they're trying to tell a short story that gets across certain feelings and conveys certain opinions. And yes, in that instance, showing a bunch of disaffected younger men lazily fucking slouched against a sofa while watching television that has kind of like casually sexist stuff on it, that actually is a good way of bringing about that point. Also, aren't you supposed to be criticizing the broader point of the ad and not the way in which they deliver that message? Are you arguing then that you want them to do a better job of communicating that men commit sexual assault?
A fake cartoon, a fake show, and a music video with a woman in it.
Okay, a cartoon where like a cartoon that was kind of sexist, and a show where a man kind of sexually assaulted a woman, but it was kind of like played off, and then a music video where there were women being, depicted in a sexualized manner. It's not even necessarily saying that these things are bad in a vacuum, it's just showing the kind of imagery that children see. This is very basic, low-level sociological analysis, but I understand if Hunter's smooth brain doesn't have the wrinkles necessary to really absorb it. Much in the same way that, like you imagine a sponge, which is very sort of porous, has a very textured surface, can absorb the water you pour into it, but a glass ball, it'll just slide right off the top and sides. That's kind of what we're dealing with right here.
You know what? I agree, Gillette. Women should just stay in the kitchen.
W. West, I would debunk people who are in a higher weight class, but again, Hunter Avallone called me out on Twitter, asked me to look at his newer videos. I'm just fulfilling a request from dear fan Hunter Avallone.
You know what? I agree, Gillette. Women should just stay in the kitchen and should never be paid to consensually look sexy in a music video.
We can't laugh at.
That has nothing to do whatsoever. The fact that women can be paid to be on TV has literally nothing to do with the point the Gillette ad is making.
This is yet another reason why this ad is so deserving of the total bashing it received online. We can't laugh it off. Yeah, Gillette, we know. Why don't you do us all a favor and step down from your pathetic moral high ground?
I like how he's saying pathetic moral high ground as though it's not kind of an oxymoron. Like, by pathetic, you're being diminutive towards them. You're trying to assert your own moral high ground. You keep using words like pathetic, disgusting, words like this trying to assert a kind of moral value to the ad that they're saying. It's just very hypocritical of you to do that while then accusing them of having a moral high ground. The ad was really like light touch. The ad was not fucking dogpiling you in. The ad was not like a gross fucking misandrist propaganda or any of that nonsense. It was pretty light. It was pretty light on the subject. I think so. They could have gone a lot harder, and I still would have supported it. But nonetheless, you accuse them of having a moral high ground. In all likelihood, because you know they're right. Like you recognize, like factually speaking, the points they're making are accurate. But it hurts your feelings, so you don't really want to accept that.
And check out the massive progress we've made over the years, including the Me Too movement. I didn't see anyone laughing the countless allegations towards multiple men off. I saw multiple men being brought to justice, as well as unfounded allegations nearly uprooting multiple men's career choices. Here's a little...
This has nothing to do with the video. What?
idea for you, Gillette. Stop disregarding the bravery of so many women, and stop ignoring all the progress we've made over the years, just so you...
Wait, for one, he just said, stop ignoring fucking women. Stop ignoring the progress we have made over the years. So, once again, the eggshell cracks a little bit further. For two, I'm actually really confused. What the actual fuck is he saying?
Nearly uprooting multiple men's career
fucking negating Me Too movement because of false allegations.
Here's a little idea for you, Gillette.
Idea.
Stop disregarding the bravery of so many women.
How? What?
And stop ignoring all the progress we've made over the years, just so you can preach your smarmy corporate lecture.
What? What? Also, I literally don't understand what point Hunter Avallone is trying to make here. It's actually beyond me. I legitimately do not understand the point. Also, the irony of Hunter calling anybody else smarmy. Hunter is the picture-perfect platonic ideal of the femme, like, bitch boy, like the brat who you fuck in the ass, and they're like, you could go harder, but you're weak, and then you, like, fuck them harder, and they love it. They love every fucking inch of it. They're like, the idea of a Hunter criticizing other people for being smarmy is hysterical to me, especially since there's nothing smarmy about the ad that Gillette posted. Not like literally nothing. There's not smarmy. Like, can we find the definition of smarmy? Because it doesn't meet it. Ingratiating and weeding in a way that is perceived as insincere or excessive. Literally nothing about it came off that way. At least to me, I don't know. I guess I have like thicker skin than him, so I don't know.
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Oh, the humanity! Man!
Again, it's just funny because he's like proving every point. Like the Gillette ad is like, hey, men do these things and it's kind of shitty, and then he sees the shitty things and he's like, ha, if you think that's bad, check out my commentary on it.
Explaining what a woman meant?
Okay, you'd have to be like disingenuous or blind to not see how in the context of the Gillette ad, that interaction, that framing right there was
Corporate lecture.
Look at this.
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Oh, the
Like, you'd have to be very stupid to not see how that's kind of like a gendered thing. But okay, that's fine.
humanity! A man explaining what a woman meant? This workplace bullying needs to end, and it needs to end now. Never
Unironically, yes.
mind the fact that Gillette is so caught up in man-bashing, they completely ignore the countless studies which show that 70% of female executives feel bullied by other women, and according to...
Wait, what? Again, wait, what do you mean they've ignored it? The Gillette ad is about men. How can you be this fucking dense? Listen, I understand that Hunter Avallone is an idiot and a reactionary and can't make good arguments. But what really frustrates me is that if I wanted to make a video critiquing the Gillette ad, I could do one so much better than Hunter Avallone. I could do it fucking effortlessly. In fact, I'm so confident that I could do a better video critiquing the Gillette ad that if I went off stream for 10 minutes, wrote down some script highlights on a piece of, like on a fucking post-it note, and then came back, I could probably, unedited, produce a better argumentation against the existence of that video than he could if given 1,000 fucking hours in front of Adobe Premiere to do the same work. It's really frustrating to me, like that I have to waste my time with these incredibly stupid arguments. The Gillette ad was about men. Gillette is a company that caters to men. They don't need to talk about women.
global news, 2/3 of women say they've been bullied by another woman in the workplace.
And the way he's phrasing this, like it's a slam dunk. Like, ha! Gillette, you may have put out an ad on men being shitty to women, but did you know women can be shitty to women too? It's literally a non sequitur. It has nothing to do with the subject material. Like, this whataboutism, like you can never critique a problem without critiquing every side of the problem at once, is nonsensical, and certainly, by the way, not what Hunter Avallone does. Not only is he being stupid here, he's being a hypocrite. We just saw in his LGBT video. Do you think that Hunter Avallone went out of his way to portray every angle from which these issues could be discussed? Of course not. He presents it from precisely one angle, the angle that makes him look the best. The Gillette ad is a narrative. It is a story that addresses a specific problem. It does not need to address every aspect of that problem, nor does it need to provide solutions to that problem, nor anything else. There are no obligations here. All it has to do is not promote a negative social narrative, and it didn't, because unlike Hunter Avallone, I do think men can do better.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
What do you think? Wait. What do you think his thing is going to be here? What do you think his excuse is going to be here? Unlike feminists who pander delusion, I do recognize boys are boys. So boys will be boys. Or do you think he's going to do that? Or do you think he's going to say something like, you could just go over there and separate them, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Let's hear it. That's the amazing thing. He's so cognitively fucking non-functioning that I can't keep up with him.
This is such a liberal cliche. I feel like Gillette got this script from a bedroom feminist Tumblr post. This whole boys will...
What is a bedroom feminist? Wait, I actually don't know. I'm not joking. Can somebody in the chat tell me what a bedroom feminist is? Does this have like a specific meaning? Does that mean like a feminist who like cares about sex? I don't understand.
Be boys thing is oftentimes blown way out of proportion. It's not really used to excuse bad behavior, but in certain contexts, it makes sense. For example...
Wait! Hunter Avallone, listen, nobody actually uses boys will be boys to justify this behavior, but sometimes it makes sense. Let me tell you when I would use boys will be boys. Jesus Christ! Yeah, wait, let me see. YouTubers who are particularly females who talk about why they're feminists and why you should be a feminist? Oh, that's... Why bedroom? I don't know. Okay, well, that makes sense in context. Thank you.
Two boys horsing around on the playground is boys being boys, but I have never seen anyone anywhere actually use this excuse to excuse bad behavior such as rape or assault.
Are you sure about that? Bob Brock Turner. That's a pretty contemporary example. Bright young college star. Boys will be boys. Also, by the way, I personally have seen like bullying be justified with the boys will be boys narrative. I know that's not like an argument or whatever, but I'm pretty sure most people have because it's a fairly common thing. But go back a few seconds. Well, okay.
Boys being boys, but I have never seen anyone anywhere actually use this excuse to excuse bad behavior such as rape or assault. And if anyone seriously has used this excuse, they were of little to no influence and their dumb little opinion is meaningless.
Why did I have to rewind 10 seconds? Why did I do that? I saw multiple people asking for it. Okay.
But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
Something finally changed. The woman who's already better than you had yet another reason to be better than you.
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men.
Men need to hold other men accountable.
Yeah, are you sure about that, Gillette? Because you just
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
spent the entire half of your commercial bashing men.
No men have been bashed in this commercial at all. Again, thin-skinned snowflake over here gets fucking triggered anytime anyone suggests that maybe there's any problems that could be addressed within masculinity.
And showing everything wrong with us.
Smile, sweetie. Come on.
To say the right thing. To act the right way.
Bro, not cool, not cool.
See, this is the dream right here. Right before us creepy white men.
Oh yeah, he's gonna do the race thing. I fucking knew it. I knew it because one of the other Twitter DMs that Hunter Avallone sent me was also, please don't tell anyone that I am a white nationalist, but it's true, I do fantasize about lynching the darkies. He's all about that shit. Hunter Avallone, he said that to me. It's true. You can retweet it if you want.
Do some spooky behavior. Our black guardian angel swoops in and steers us clear of trouble.
Imagine being so fucking thin-skinned that you have to project the fucking racialized narrative onto this. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm getting fucking mad about it. Like, you're watching this, you're thinking of things to get mad over. A black guy did better than a white guy? Must be the fucking Jews. Must be the fucking Jews.
I think I'm gonna ask this girl out on Fortnite.
Not cool, not cool.
I think I'm gonna tell this girl that her Fortnite skin's ass is really sexy.
Not cool, not cool.
I just really want to play Fortnite.
Not cool, not cool.
What? Oh, wait, no. Hunter Avallone didn't actually say that to me, okay?
I also love how they depict this guy. It just shows how lowly Gillette thinks of men, particularly white men. Just
Again, he has to. The one time they showed black men being shitty earlier, they showed black dudes doing the boys will be boys thing. The one time a black dude is shown being like a better person than a white dude, he projects he goes full fucking white nationalist on it. Yes, the fucking Echo CEOs of Gillette wanted to reinforce the cultural narrative that white men need to be held down by the superior black man. Mask fucking off. Jesus Christ. Only a white nationalist would read it in this way. I'm being serious.
look at how this guy sort of floats towards her like a cartoon when they smell delicious food.
He was leaning against the wall, and then he leaned forward to put the weight on his feet, and he took one step forward.
Whoa, there goes a hot girl.
He didn't do that. Nice a Hagao face, though.
Some already are. In ways big
Yo, men,
and small.
Notice how there are black people here who are also being showcased as like examples of bad behavior and subsequent good behavior against which to contrast it. I wonder if Hunter Avallone has anything to say about this on like the black community or something.
Okay, this is one of the few parts of the commercial I actually like.
Exactly. I'm so fucking smart. I'm so fucking smart. Look at this. The whole video, bashing men, showing some black guys misbehaving. This is the one part of the video I agree with. Hunter Avallone's a white nationalist, guys. Jesus Christ. God damn. Mask fucking off. How can you project it so blatantly? How? I genuinely need to know. Like, does he not think that maybe, just like maybe he's letting the game go a little bit too hard there? Male bashing. Show some like black dudes that look like kind of they're in the ghetto. These ones? This looks like a pretty shitty neighborhood. And they're like, you know, kind of like tussling out a little bit before one guy's breaking them up. This is what I agree with. And now he's going to say something about, he might not say it directly, but I guarantee you he's going to say something about how like this community could use this advice.
And small.
Okay, this is one of the few parts of the
Please let me be right. I'm so confident.
commercial I actually like, showing that a lot of men are also doing good.
But some is not enough.
Good feeling gone. I literally feel like Gillette sees us men as a bunch of helpless, hopeless babies who needs the holier-than-thou liberals to coach us in to moral decency.
Unironically, by the way, yes. Your behavior in this video has done nothing to dispel the notion that men are helpless babies that need us fucking lefties to step in and police you. You have done literally nothing to suggest otherwise. Yeah, he didn't say anything about the black people. I admit I was wrong on that one, but I still see a fucking connection here because there were other incidences earlier in the video where men were like behaving well. And he had a problem with all the ones that had white guys in it. And then you show the black guys, and then like, oh yeah, they're the good ones. I don't never, ever be charitable to the views of these people.
Good job, guys. Some of you are doing great, but some is not good enough.
You literally said the same thing about LGBT people in the last video. You were like, I have nothing but respect and care for the LGBT community, but look at how much damage this one sex worker licking a toilet has done to your movement. LGBT is canceled. You literally did the same thing, except there's sociological evidence on our side to suggest that, yeah, toxic masculinity is a thing and it is a real social problem. And I've yet to see any academic research come out which suggests that toilet licking is a severe fucking, like, a fucking virus in the LGBT community that threatens to destroy the livelihoods and happiness not only of them but of the people around them, in the same way toxic masculinity does for us.
Love the political Puritans at Gillette.
What? Okay.
Thank you for showing us this rare sighting, Gillette. A father breaking up a fight? Only the holiest of leftists do this.
Well, like, again, what the fuck does he want? See, this is what I mean about the racialized narrative. They show like some black dudes doing cool, and it's like, oh, that's cool. But then he shows a white father stepping in to break in their white children, and he's like, are you implying they don't always do this? Are you implying that not all fights are broken up by fathers? Gillette?
Okay.
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
The best a man can get. No. A ginger is never the best a man can get. It's only by challenging ourselves to do more that we can get closer to our best. Join us. No thank you, Darth Vader. Well, I must say, this
That's the best fucking retort he has to that one? Jesus Christ.
is one hell of a marketing campaign. We need to market to men. So how should we do this? I know! Bash the demographic we're trying to sell to! Gillette, the best a cuck can get. Please give this
You know, Gillette's actually been doing pretty well lately, I think. Did you know Nike's stocks went through the roof after the Kaepernick stuff and after everyone started burning the shoes? Just because you conservatives throw a hissy fit online doesn't mean that the business is doing poorly.
video a like, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you everyone for watching.
Cool. Guys, we did it. We made it through 2 Hunter Avallone videos, and I haven't had a fucking hernia yet. How well are we doing? Does he not understand that reactions like his are exactly what Gillette wanted? I don't think he does. I think he might be a little bit stupid, actually.